Hey guys, so after watching a few reviews online, mainly Tattoo Doorman and Matai the Dead from Mondo Scolido, I've decided that I should really make a second video about the Lords of Salem. Basically because I think in the last movie I got too much into the rant and what I wasn't happy with, so yeah, I should actually talk about the movie this time. So, it's a movie concerning a late night radio host called Heidi, who gets a promo, well, what she thinks is a promo package from a band called The Lords, who they then in turn nickname the Lords of Salem. And then basically she goes, things start happening because this tune is like, I don't know how to put it. It's like the music, it was a tune that the witches played, and when they were burnt at the stake, they put a curse on the main guy who burnt them at the stake, the Reverend John Hawthorne. That his why can't I speak? I had it all in my head a minute ago. That his descendants would bear the son of Satan, basically. So yeah, that's the main premise of the story. There's also a bit of misdirection kind of in there where Heidi, the main woman, has a drug addiction. So you're not sure what's going on. In the movie with the actors in real life, they allude to the fact that she's taken drugs again, and she does start taking drugs again. So some of it you don't know what's going on. You're not quite sure. I'll make sure there's a spoiler thing in the title so people don't watch this and get ruined by the movie. So yeah, basically, it is Rob Zombie doing a serious movie. He's done his slash and gore homage to those kind of movies with the House of 1,000 Corpses. Devil's Rejects was then turning that thread of story into something worth more than being just a splatter flick. And then he's done the Halloweens. We won't get into that, but yeah. So this movie, for me, it was a movie that I thought there could have been a lot more to it. And not a bad thing. I enjoyed what I watched, but it was definitely had the feeling that there were big chunks of stuff that could have been done. Deleted scenes and things like I'll put a link at the bottom, but if you go and watch Matai the Dead's video review of it, he mentions how it's a very stripped back release. Well, it's completely stripped back. You get a trailer. You get a trailer for 3 movies before the movie starts, and then you get the trailer for Lords of Salem and the movie, and that's it. I think it would really benefit from a making of documentary, because I think it would be awesome to see the 3 main witches hanging out. But yeah, get into the subject of the movie. It's, to me, without going too heavily on the religion, by the end, there's a scene where they show Heidi, the woman, the mother who gives birth to the son of Satan. She's like posed atop of a pile of dead bodies, which are all the women of Salem that have done a mass suicide, and she's got a crown on. And to me, the movie is leading up to basically the satanic version of the Immaculate Conception. So there's she's Mary Magdalene, not Mary Magdalene. She's Mary basically, and the Satan's son is Jesus, and it's kind of like, to me, it was like the biblical story, but for Satanism. Like, they were finding their Mary and they were getting the birth of their son of their god, which I liked, because I wasn't expecting that. It doesn't smack you in the face with religion, which is good. there's a hell of a lot of imagery, which is what you expect from Rob Zombie. There are a few bits in it that made me chuckle. There's a bit where she goes into a room, and I'm assuming it's Satan. There's this room in the apartment, number 5, and she goes into it one night when she's having one of these moments, and it's this massive grand room now, like kind of like a theatre, Grand Guignol or whatever, and there's this big kind of tall fat thing stood at the top of these stairs, and then it gets these tentacles come out of it, and she holds onto the tentacles, and I'm assuming that was meant to represent her being impregnated by Satan or whatever this thing is. And afterwards, you see her lying in bed, and this little thing plops up along the side of her, and it's like a little dwarf thing, and that just made me chuckle. Now, I don't know if that was kept in on purpose, because I can't remember. I'm pretty sure it didn't really do anything. It might have been put in there for comedic effect, because that's a cinematic a trick to do, where you have a big scare and then you follow it up with a laugh. But it made me chuckle. There were lots of things that were touched on that didn't seem to be explored very well. I could have done with more stuff about the Big H team and their radio show. That would have been cooler. I would have liked more of the guy investigating Salem, and who found out about the tune. That would have been cool, because I liked him. But then just as I started to get to like him, he got killed, so it kind of makes sense. See, the more I talk about it, the more I'm interested in the movie, the more I want to watch it again. And like I said in the previous video, it's not a perfect movie. I really don't think you get a payoff at the end. I don't think you get, it kind of just ends. And it's not even like a Twilight Zone end where you're going, what? And then you sit for half an hour and question life. But there isn't a big reward either. And like I said in the video, that's probably intentional. I can't see that being anything but intentional. But yeah, Messiah the Dead touched on this, and I think I agree with him in that I'm getting a little bit sick of Sherry Moon Zombie. Fair play to her, she did well in this, but at the end of the day, she didn't have to do much. A lot of it was walking around looking like a zombie, no pun intended. And looking thin and washed out, which with a bit of makeup she does perfectly. And I really do think that the 3 women and the main witch stole the movie. They owned it, seriously, and I wanted to see more banter between the 3 current women, because they were just brilliant. They instantly did the perfect switch between old women having tea to witchy bitches. So yeah. Anyway, that's what I thought of the movie. The book came yesterday, so I'm going to get into that. I think the book will be better, because I think it can probably explore some of the things first. Better, but from what I've read and looked at, the book was written after the movie was planned. So it's a book of the movie as opposed to the movies from the book, as you usually normally get. But yeah, so happy to do with that. And also, of course, we're getting absolutely flooded with Zombie. The new album I picked up, it came the same time as the movie did. Awesome album. I'd already downloaded it. Naughty, but I knew I was going to buy it. Here's a sneak peek. Look, there's the young band. Can you guess which member of the band? No, neither can I. But yeah. So I'm all Rob Zombied out now. So I'm assuming it's going to be touring and promo. Oh yeah, and they should have fucking even. It's like they didn't even bother marketing for Laura Salem. It's terrible. But yeah. Cheers for watching, guys. Sorry if I've repeated some of myself. It's just after watching a few of the guys I like to watch's opinions on the movie, I needed to kind of reinstate mine. But anyway, cheers for watching. I shall put a link below soon to the 2 reviews that I mentioned in this. And yeah, check them out. Cheers, guys. Bye.